In a world where hopium and common sense collide, starring the CryptoKeeper and BlockchainCrusader. Welcome to Debate Crypto. Question everything, trust nothing. It's your boys, CryptoKeeper and BlockchainCrusader, here with another beautiful Tuesday night, and we've got some beautiful things happening in the crypto markets.
Well,
or maybe,
I mean, depending who you ask.
Yeah, who you ask and how you look at it. So we expect to hear some chatter in the chat tonight. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun, guys. Make sure that you're in the Discord. Make sure that you jump into our Twitter. We're really trying to grow our Twitter following, so we're asking you Twitter and Discord. We'd appreciate that. The information is down below the video. Without further ado, Miguelito, what is on the podium this evening?
Dude, Terra Luna continues to crash. We're experiencing a lunar crash right now. And along that, Bitcoin, 32K. Are we going to go lower? Are we going to hit 26? Or are we going to hit 20? Are we going to hit 14, 15, whatever these people are calling for nowadays?
Yeah.
And along with that, crash has brought now attention to the legislation space, thanks to our good old friend Yellen. What's the name?
Janet Yellen. Janet Yellen.
Yeah. Whatever that tongue tie was. Bringing attention to that, saying, hey, now we need to legislate cryptocurrencies even more, especially with the stable coins, so that they can focus on their beloved CBDCs.
Yeah, tomorrow night, just make sure that you guys know, tomorrow night, we're bringing on Mind Your Biz. Seth is somebody that can go deep on a lot of different topics, and tomorrow night we're going to be going really heavy into the, I don't even know that I'd call it a tinfoil hat, but you guys know Wednesdays or What If Wednesdays, we're going to talk about Terra and what actually looks like has transpired, and the possibility of whether maybe this wasn't as coincidental as it may seem. So we'll dive into that tomorrow night. Also tonight, Miguel failed to tell you, we're going to talk a little Dogecoin, which is not something that we usually talk about, but we're going to talk about it tonight. But let's start it off with taking a look at something that probably a lot of you in the chat are saying, oh, heck no, I don't want to look at it, but you need to look at it. And we're going to talk about tonight why you need to look at it. Before I do that, Crypto Billy, Shambles, thank you guys for the support. We appreciate you guys are always throwing love our way. We're throwing the love right back at you. We appreciate each and every one of you in the chat, and thank you guys for the super chats. So let's take a look at the markets. Let's see what's going on over here, although most people probably know. Let me update this because it could have gotten even uglier, I'm guessing. Hold on. Oh, is that green? Is that actually green? I don't know.
Yeah, we're having a small recovery.
We're having a pump. This is a pump. The global crypto market cap is at 1.42 trillion with a T. We're still in the trillions, folks, but we are down a lot over the past week or so. But it's up 0.63%. So that's the pump that we've been looking for. Heck yeah, let's go. Bitcoin's up over 31. Run, baby, run. We are down 17.5% on the week. I want to just point out a few things. So Bitcoin went down below 30, albeit very quickly. Had a couple good trades yesterday and then got absolutely wrecked on a trade that invalidated the other two trades that I had. So that was fun. And then ETH drops down below, I think it got all the way down to like 22, 21 and some change, something like that. And it's starting to move back up. I guess what I'm getting at is we are still seeing, albeit there might be still a huge amount of movement to the downside coming. None of us know, but we are seeing a little bit of strength with these numbers. We talk about all the time these numbers that sit with people, these big even numbers, and 30K has been one of them. There's a lot of support there, a lot. And so 30 has held as of right now, at least. And BNB is creeping down towards $300. Guys, I want Miguel, XRP, 50 cents. Solana, $66. Cardano, 63 cents. Hold on, we're going to go farther. We're going to talk about Dogecoin in a minute. It's at 10 cents, okay? Terra UST, again, this is a tomorrow night discussion. We're going to talk about it some tonight. 79 cents. Folks, you heard it right. Stable coins on sale, baby. UST, 79 cents. We got Avalanche down at $44. Miguel, when you see these prices, we've been through a bear market before. Okay, let's kick it off with this. When you see these prices, we can both admit it's kind of scary because you don't know where is the bottom, how low are we going, this, that, and the third. Now, we are in a different position than a lot of people because of how long we've been in. But let's take that out of the equation, okay? Let's take it back to 2017. Let's say this was 2017. The crash happens. You feel like crap, but let's give you the fact that you've got the knowledge that you have now, okay? We're going to give you that. What is this? Is this an opportunity or is this dump your bags?
So I just want to start with saying it doesn't matter that we've already experienced the bear market, right? Even if we didn't experience a bear market, no matter how low we bought back then, and now we're a way better position than most people, it's still just as scary when you're going to go reinvest the money.
Yeah,
so I don't want people thinking, well, they just have so many millions of dollars that it just doesn't matter to them. No, it's not like that.
No, not.
So yes, this could be a buying opportunity. 100%, right? Things are down 60, 50% in the past week, in the past month. Things are down drastically, but things can always go lower. So yesterday in the stream, I spoke about this and I pretty much said, hey, if you're going to start dollar cost averaging, you better think about it strategically, because what happens most of the time is you buy one dip, you buy two dips, and by the third dip, you've run out of cash because you've bought too much in the first two dips. We can have a sixth dip, a seventh dip, a 10th dip. We might not have a new all-time high until 2 years from now when we hit the new Bitcoin halving event in 2024.
Yeah.
So you got to think about those worst case scenarios. In my opinion, I think it's a buying opportunity. It's a fire sale, but you have to strategically know that this might not be the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to have to buy a lot of more dips on the way down.
Yep. Just as a reminder, I see Candle Mafia in the house. I actually forgot. We always start off the show talking about Frankie Candles. 5:45 to 7:30. Make sure you guys check out Frankie Candles. He is always delivering that heat when it comes to our TA. So I actually messaged him earlier, Miguel. I forgot to tell you. I messaged him earlier, sent him a text, and asked if maybe he wants to come on with Gareth. I asked him if he wants to come on with Gareth on Thursday. So we'll see if maybe he can do that. But welcome, Candle Mafia. Glad you guys are here. You're not going to be here?
Oh, I'll be flying.
Oh, that's right. You're headed my way. That's right. That's right. You are going to be flying to my house. I should probably know that you're not going to be there, considering I need to remember to pick you up from the airport. Crypto fam, smash the like if you want me to pick up Miguel from the airport. Actually, let's do this. Drop a 1 if you want me to pick him up. Drop a 2 if we should just let Miguel kind of figure out how to get to my house. That's up to you. I'll leave it to you, chat. I do want to say something, though. Here, check this out. I'm always saying something, but here we go. I believe this. This is where the millionaires are made. We're not saying, like Miguel said a very important word, strategic. The reason that he said strategic is because if you do have a big bag of, stable coins, hopefully it's not UST at this point, but if you do have a big bag sitting on the sidelines, if you've got some cash, we call it dry powder sitting on the sidelines, going all in and saying, okay, this is it. It's not going any lower. Right? You could get lucky. You could, and this could be the bottom, and you would look like the smartest person on planet Earth, but let me tell you, you're not. I just hate to break it to you, right? You're lucky. Most likely not. Most likely, you are lucky. I've been the benefactor of being lucky before. Actually, I was lucky about 3 times in a row. I was just talking about some leverage trades and then that one time that I wasn't so lucky yesterday.
It only takes that one time.
And it only took that once, and it said, "Oh, all of your gains? No. Bing. See you later." So yeah, this is where you do have the ability to strategically continue to buy in and buy at prices where otherwise, they need to be looked at as opportunity, but strategically, I definitely agree with that.
Just always be aware. We could be going lower.
That's a fact, and you need to be aware of that. And it is scary, right? Like Miguel said at the start, it is scary. But I also want to give you the confidence that if you got into the crypto markets with the idea that you thought this was life-changing, game-changing technology for our past, present, and future, right? Past being the last few years. If you believe that moving forward, we're going to continue to use cryptocurrency, then getting into and or holding these top-tier projects, hey, long-term, for me, not financial advice, it works, and it's done well for me and my family. So that being said, let's talk a little Dogecoin. This is not something we normally do. Let's dive in here and let's talk a little bit about Dogecoin, and I'll tell you why I want to talk about it specifically here in a minute. Doge down 87% from all-time high, pumped by Elon Musk on Saturday Night Live 1 year ago. So for those of you who don't remember, a year ago, Elon Musk was talking about Dogecoin, and it absolutely ripped all the way up to like 74 cents. It says 1 year ago, on May 8th, Dogecoin reached an all-time high of 73 cents after Elon Musk pumped it during its debut on Saturday Night Live. Now the meme coin is down roughly 87% from that historic peak. Goes in further, and it says, prior to Musk hosting the famous American TV show, his favorite crypto asset, Dogecoin, at 0.3. The Tesla boss mentioning the coin, as well as Bitcoin and Ethereum on SNL, pushed the Doge price up to 73 cents. Let me say something. So Dogecoin was the first and one of 2 or 3 meme coins that I've ever been in. I bought Doge at 0.0002 or maybe 0.002. I forget which. I 100x. I got out at 22 cents, and it continued to rip. This was before SNL, but it got up to 22 cents on that run. I said, you know what? I'm at 100x. I didn't have a lot of money, and it was like $11, right? It was like some extra dust. I made $1,100 and I ran. Okay. But the reason that I want to bring this up, and I want Miguel to kind of fill us in on this, an 87% drop in a traditional bear market is a pretty typical drop for even some of the big name assets. Now, Doge has turned itself into a big name asset, but that's a pretty typical drop for a lot of these different assets. Here's what I want to ask. Typically, Miguel, what are we going to see with these meme coins? Because if Doge, the one that's kind of, Doge and Shiba seem like the two that have really like fought against the grain and kind of did something with themselves, even though I hate saying that. They're still meme coins. What are the meme coins? If you guys are holding meme coins, I want you to listen to what Miguel's about to say. What are the meme coins going to do if we are indeed in a bear market and we absolutely follow previous trends?
Well, they're going to obviously continue dropping massively. If you've seen what's happening with Terra Luna and you've seen what's happening with Bitcoin, you think these meme coins are going to somehow hold the market up? I highly doubt that. And all I want to say about Dogecoin is, where are all the people that were saying that the code was going to be revamped and that Elon Musk was going to lead this new development along with the developers of Doge, and that Doge is going to be this greatest asset ever? Where are you guys at? I don't hear you guys in my comments on TikTok anymore. I think they've been slowly put down.
Put down.
Yeah, like the Doges, or when they go to the dog pound.
Oh my
God. Because you just don't. There's too many of them, right? And when inflation hits, like how it happens with Dogecoin, because it has a high inflation rate, the price goes down. And that's what's going to continue happening with these meme coins like Doge. Yes, there's going to be an opportunity for an arbitrage moment, right? The Dogecoin is probably going to drop more. You could probably get in some. It could possibly pump in the next big leg up of the market, but everything pumps, right? When the big leg up happens, like it did last year in 2021, you could throw a dart into anything in the top 2,000 cryptos, and you're up like 60%, 80%, a few hundred, a few thousand%. You are an investing god for those 4 months.
That's right.
Nothing,
and it feels like that.
You touch turns into gold. Nothing loses money.
Yep.
But that's where the trap is with the people buy up the lie that these meme coins are something more, but they are, and they stay holding on, just like the famous Dogecoin millionaire, which is now no longer a millionaire.
A Dogecoin not millionaire.
So
it's at 10 cents right now.
You got to be strategic. If you're going to get into the meme coin, know that you're in the casino, put your money in, take your profits out, and run. Do not stay there. The house will always win.
Yes. Fearless says, Keeper, don't give up. I'm going to make an assumption that you're saying I don't give up on giving meme coins a hard time. But here's the deal. I have a nice bag of a meme coin right now that you guys have heard me talk about probably on TikTok and Grimace. And it is getting absolutely murdered. I am getting no obligatory. No, I don't want to say
surprise.
Things are not going well, right? And so what I want to say is you need to understand one thing, that out of nothing came a lot of these cryptocurrencies. There's almost 20,000 cryptocurrencies, and I do not believe there needs to be anywhere near that. So out of nothing comes something. Okay. But when the meme coins come in, they're out of nothing comes kind of nothing, except for the ability to pump because of hype. Well, when we are in a bear market And even Bitcoin is down 50, 60, 70, 80%, something that is not nothing. These assets will go away. Miguel was talking about how, hey, prepare for them to go lower. I'm letting you know now that a lot of them are going to go away. I'm not saying which ones in particular, but I'm saying it will happen. They will go to zero or as close to zero as they possibly could. And the devs of the projects will leave. It's just a fact. And so
They know
be
it's a joke.
freaking
They've
careful.
said it multiple times that Doge is a joke. It's nothing but a joke. It's never going to be anything but a joke. And talking about going to zero, what is happening with Terra Luna? Is Terra Luna on its way to zero? Because Terra Luna has had a massive drop, 60% just today, 80% like on the week, I believe.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Dude, it is crazy how hard it's been dropping, and maybe it might not ever recover from one, the reputation of what the devs have been doing with the stable coin and their whatever situation in Terra Luna and their Terra Eco Labs, what are Terraform Labs, whatever they want to call them.
Uh-huh.
So one, they might never recover with the reputation. Two, it might go to zero, dude. It looks like a tremendously buying opportunity. And we started off the show talking about whether it's a fire sale or not. It could be, right?
Yeah.
$14. It could blast up. It was at $100 just the other day. When the market was down, Terra Luna was up and holding the markets.
So it was down at 14 and some change right before the stream. Miguel and I were indeed talking privately. Is this a fire sale for Terra? Is it going to recover? Should we pick some up? Or are we headed a lot lower? Okay. So if you want to look at this, it's $16.53. For those of you that haven't been following Terra Luna, it has been at an all-time high of about $115 ish. Okay. We're all the way down at $16.
Look at that skydive, dude. Look at that skydive straight down.
I mean, literally, it's a cliff.
Straight down.
See you later. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. And so here's the question. We're going to dive into this some more tomorrow night. But when some of these assets do this, is it a fire sale or is it a run for the hills? And here's what I do want to say. This has to be your decision, right? So all of it's your decision. At the end of the day, we're not here giving financial advice. We're not financial advisors. We talk about that all the time. People get irritated with us saying that. We are here for educational purposes. We will tell you what we are doing. And projects like this, I believe, this is just my personal belief, I don't think it's going to go to zero. I think that this is just taking a massive hit. I think it's going to take time to recover. I don't think that this is any sort of a BS project. I think it is a legitimate project that has some issues. Okay. And a lot of these projects have had issues. I do believe that it'll recover. And so, Miguel, my response to what we were talking about before the stream, I think it's something that we look at. But again, strategically look at. We don't know. We don't know how much more pain is in store, right? We don't know that it's not going to go to zero, that this isn't going to be one of those projects. Because this project just came out of nowhere this year.
Look at EOS, dude. EOS was the Ethereum killer last cycle. EOS is a dead project now. You literally don't know. Look at Phantom. Phantom was doing great. The dev left, and it's collapsing, right? Now with this project, you don't know what can come out of in a couple of weeks from this. And, little details start to leak out about kind of the stuff we're going to be covering tomorrow night about Terra Luna and their stablecoin, what they're doing in the background. And people might leave the project. People might say, hey, I need to step away from this because maybe somebody's going to come knocking on the door and, they might have to see some days in the courtroom. You just never know. And people might leave and the project might go to zero.
We're going to find out. I personally don't believe that. I agree with this, that it's not going to fail. It's a quick way for hedge funds to make some quick money. I think there's some validity and truth to that. Possibly. We will talk about that again tomorrow. I'm not trying to just tease tomorrow. I'm just trying to let you guys know we're going to have some really good info for you tomorrow night that dives deep into that. But while we're at it, we're talking about a project that has grabbed the attention of everyone. Right? Well, you would think in this massive dump, it's Bitcoin and Bitcoin only. Well, it's not been Bitcoin and Bitcoin only. When you see a stable coin it's an algorithmically backed stable coin, but when you see a stable coin that theoretically, hypothetically is partially backed by the goodwill and faith of the fact that they got a ton of Bitcoin, right? When you see that dump, a stable coin dump to 60, 70, 73 cents. That's not good, right? And so it's grabbed attention. So let's take a look at what Janet Yellen, our good friend and confidant. Okay, that's definitely a lie. We are not a fan of Janet Yellen, but let's see what she has to say about it. Treasury's Yellen highlights Terra collapse in call for stablecoin legislation. The run on Terra's UST illustrates that stablecoins are, quote, rapidly growing product and there are rapidly growing risks, said Yellen. There she is. Isn't she just a peach? She's just such a peach, I'll tell you what. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said today that stablecoins need to be regulated by this year. In a hearing Tuesday, Secretary Yellen said that although digital assets may promote innovation, they could also present risks to the financial system. Dun, 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 dun. The Treasury Secretary used the example of Terra, a blockchain which has a native stablecoin UST. Yesterday, the stablecoin slipped below its dollar peg to 65 cents. For those that don't know, well, you guys know what stablecoins are. I'm not going to get into that right now. Terra's troubles happen because unlike other big stablecoins such as Tether and USDC, which are ahead of UST in terms of market cap, UST is not backed by a fiat currency in a bank or some equivalent. Rather, UST is an algorithmic stablecoin, meaning code keeps it pegged to the dollar. When traders want to mint more UST, they have to burn Terra's other native token, Luna, meaning that Luna tokens are removed from circulation to create new UST. This has, in the past, worked to keep the price of UST stable to the dollar. But this went pear-shaped at the weekend when the system couldn't keep up with the desires of traders. UST's troubles persisted through Monday when the price of the algorithmic stablecoin fell to an all-time low as traders hastily sold off their tokens. Now,
AK, I kind of covered this yesterday, but yeah, AK,
okay,
it's kind of like a bank run on Terra Luna, right? On their whole UST stablecoin thing. And once, like, you know, when you're staking with the impermanent loss, when one goes all the way and the other one goes all the way down, you're going to lose halfway through there and you're going to lose some things that you're not going to get back. And that's the same thing that happened with the peg. The peg literally could not keep up with the amount of Luna being sold or to get into stable coins or whatever it is. And it just collapsed. But there might be some more details about what was really going on.
There definitely might be. And again, we'll dive more into that tomorrow. This evening, I want to pull up before we kind of kill things or close things off. I want to pull the charts back up here. Hold on a second. Not just Terra. I want to pull up the whole market. I want to look at some of these that we believe. And again, none of this is financial advice. I want to pull up some of these that we believe are truly like on sale. Miguel, top 10. What's your favorite on sale right now? We've got Bitcoin, ETH, Tether, BNB, USDC, XRP, Solana, Cardano, Binance, and Dogecoin. So Dogecoin's at 10 cents. Well, that's BUSD. Don't count that. Cardano at 62 cents, Solana at 66 bucks, XRP, I don't even have to ask you that.
Go further in the top 10 since there's some stable coins.
I was just kind of starting there. We got Avalanche at $44 and Polkadot at $11.31. Which of those top 13 kind of reaches out to you and says, hey, fire sale, let's get it, baby? Is there any of these in particular that really grab your attention?
So something like this was similarly asked in the Danger Close Alpha Discord today, and I told them this: what I'm looking at, Cardano is on my maybe list. Okay. I've already got a lot of Cardano. It's on my maybe list to maybe scoop up some. Yeah, Cardano went up to $3. Cardano's only going to be building more and more between now and the next huge leg up in the market when it comes to NFTs, when it comes to DEXs, when it comes to whatever. So if it ran up to $3 this time around, with the little bit it has, I think it has potential to run up pretty high. It's at 62. Avalanche looks pretty good. It's also on my maybe list. I'm definitely looking at Polkadot. That's down at like $11, and I'm definitely looking at Chainlink, which is at like $8. Dude,
I was gonna bring Chainlink up. Hold on.
Chainlink is way farther down. Chainlink is in like the 20s.
Let's pull up Chainlink right now. That was literally one that I was gonna pull up. I was gonna pull up this, and I was gonna pull up Uniswap.
Yeah, dude, $8.57.
$8.57. Let's take a look at something here. So let me say this. First of all, when we talk about the price right now versus the all-time high, a lot of times I will tell you it's inconsequential. However, On a project like Chainlink, for those of you who don't know what Chainlink is an oracle. It takes information that is not on the blockchain and puts it on the blockchain. Okay. Plain and simply, that's what happens. If information needed to get, if a score of a baseball game needed to get onto the blockchain, Chainlink would reach out, grab it from somewhere, boom, put it onto the blockchain. Okay. $8.58. But the all-time high, I think, is 50 something. What is it? Yeah. So like 52
about $55. Yeah.
Yeah. 52, 55 bucks, depending on which exchange you look at, but it's at $8.58. I believe, this is just my personal thought, that even at $50, I think Chainlink is severely undervalued. My dad asked me recently, he said, son, what if you were to actually give me kind of some of your thoughts on things that I should put in my crypto IRA? He's got a crypto IRA. What would an asset be other than Bitcoin and Ethereum? And I said, well, I know you're going to be limited on what you're actually able to put in there, because iTrust is only going to allow you to put, certain assets in there. And I said, is Chainlink on there? And he started looking through and he's like, oh, yeah, you know what it is. He said, why do you say that one? And I said, well, I think the most simple reason for that one is two things. One, everyone, let me say that again. Everyone is partnered with Chainlink. They are literally an oracle and giving information to every freaking project. Every project you look at, who are they in bed with? Chainlink, 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 Chainlink. Second thing is just plain and simply, what's the use case, right? We need to get all this information from off the, if we move to a world that is on the block, right, on the blockchain, it needs to get there somehow. And right now, at least, Chainlink is that answer. So Chainlink is one that I absolutely am looking at, Miguel. I like it at $8.58.
Dude, 100%. And it just doesn't have a lot of competitors. If there's any big competitors out there, I don't know of them right now. So if you guys see any Chainlink competitors, drop it in the chat.
Drop it in the chat. That's right. The other one that I wanted to touch on is Uniswap. Uniswap's at $6. Okay. Part of the reason that I like Uniswap, okay, Uniswap is, what's the all-time high on Uniswap? Oh, about $43. That's a 7x from where we're at right now. Again, that doesn't matter because it could get an irrational pump. Any of these projects can, right? You can't just look at an all-time high, look at where it's at, and then just say, oh, yeah, it's going back there or higher. However, with some of these top-tier projects, like what I believe Uniswap to be, the opportunity is there. And at $6.08, I like Uniswap because no one has solved the problem of being able to get all assets onto one exchange. That is yet to happen, okay? And until somebody solves that problem, these decentralized exchanges and the way that they're set up need to continue to operate. They need to continue to be able to give people options. Pancake swap needs to be able to happen. I think Sushi Swap is one of them that, that happens. But I truly believe in Uniswap as it relates to the Ethereum side of things. And I think that the decentralized exchanges are part of the thesis that we believe
they need to exist.
They need to exist. Yeah.
I do not trust. You can't trust centralized exchanges. I was, persuaded into crypto.com and I was severely let down. Okay. Crypto.com is on my shit list.
I don't know.
My shit list with XRP. And you guys know how I feel about XRP. Crypto.com is number 2.
I don't know who would do that. That's
terrible. I mean, I wouldn't know who's always talking about Crypto.com on here.
Absolutely terrible, dude. What is Crypto.com at? Like 22 cents right now or something?
It's like at 22 cents. They robbed to their users of I'll take that back. They slashed their program on their card. I didn't see that one coming. So that really sucks. So that user experience is gone, and they're down to like 22%, 22 cents, I should say. Yeah. And dude, I hate this feature about this whitelisting thing on their exchange, where you need to whitelist an address for 24 hours before you can send it to them. It's like, what are they doing? Are they reaching out to the Oracle and asking if they have permission to send it over there? Like, it is sweet annoying. Baby Jesus, let me just send my money where I want.
They'll tell you that it's security, but it's not. They are ultimately,
it's worse than the banks.
Yeah, that's the problem right there, right? Like I shouldn't need to ask permission to. It is one of the problems with Crypto.com for sure. I do think that there's going to be, just from the name, and the ease of use of their platform. The actual when I say ease of use, like it's not a clunky platform. It just has some things that suck about it. It's going to do well long term. I do believe that. Let me pull up one more.
Oh, I'm sure they're in bed with all these people. With all these people, that's why they're doing the things they're doing now, right?
Yeah.
They're using that whole like tech savvy Uber method where they're just catering to the user until they get a big enough user base, and then they say, well, now that we gotcha and you ain't going nowhere, now
That's
we're
right.
gonna
That's right.
hit you where it hurts.
That's right. Another one that Miguel doesn't like, we're debate crypto for a reason. Miguel and I debate on a lot of the commie coin. We debate on a lot of different assets, right? So one of them is also VeChain. I've got a ton of VeChain. The reason I have VeChain, same reason as I have and like Chainlink, right? Chainlink is useful. VeChain is useful. One of the biggest problems that we have right now in the United States and in the world is supply chain. Well, guess what? It is all about supply chain tracking. That tracking needs to happen. I do believe that this is not going anywhere for the fact, again, Miguel hates it, but for the fact that they have got the stamp, the okay from the Chinese government. Again, this is one of those where, am I here to make money or am I here for a
I mean, when it comes to
purpose?
when it comes to that whole tracking scenario, HBAR is trying to get into that too. So might as well buy American.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I just,
I don't like
talked about
HBAR any better.
That's a whole different story. But crypto fam, listen, we appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I want to tell you something. Be careful. All right. Do your due diligence. Don't just ape into projects just because they're super cheap right now, because I'll tell you from experience, some things looked really cheap when the dump first happened in 2018, and they got a lot cheaper. And some of them got so cheap that they were no longer for sale. They were just gone. And so I just want to tell you guys to just do your due diligence. Watch what you're doing. Pay attention. If you do want to get into a project, I just highly, highly, highly believe that you do it with some strategy like Miguel was talking about. We like the dollar cost average. We like that because it works. We like it because it gives you an opportunity, if the price is going down, to average down. If it is moving up, hey, at least you already got in and you've started to work on that average entry price, because the fact is there's nobody in this chat and there's nobody sitting here talking right now that knows where this market is headed. So do your due diligence, do your research, make sure you pay attention, and hey, we're going to be trying to take advantage. We hope you're going to be taking advantage. Please jump into the Discord. Danger Close Alpha, we need you. We've got some big information coming out too that we actually got our first sketch back of our bug out bag, which is going to be a fun thing that we're going to be talking to you guys about. So we got the first sketch back from that last night, and then actually kind of a revision today. So that's looking fantastic. We're excited to share that with you guys. So jump into the Discord, jump into Twitter. We are going to be doing more giveaways. Actually, we're going to be doing another giveaway. Are we going to start that this week? Miguel and I are going Friday. He gets in here Thursday night to Ohio. We're going to be going to a 3-day prepper boot camp, and we're super excited about that. We're going to get some content for you guys. We're going to show you what it looks like to learn some of the things that we want to teach you as part of Danger Close Alpha, because after all, this is our NFT project is not like other NFT projects. We're not setting it up to just have some wild way to get you to enter into the metaverse or some crazy, way for you to make money. Like, yeah, you're going to be able to make money on flipping the NFTs for sure, right? That's going to be an opportunity, as it always is in the NFT space. But this is about teaching you, setting up you and your family to be able to take the next step forward if something were to happen, or when, unfortunately, something probably is going to happen. So we love you guys. If nobody's told you that before today, we do appreciate each and every one of you. We love you. And just remember to question everything.
Trust nothing.
And until next time, hodl
like it's hot.
We'll see you soon.